What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the next episode in our documentary for Band-Maid. Now, today we're going to be covering the Kanami part of it. So, the last episode was devoted to Saiki, which was phenomenal. It was such a great documentary on her. We learned a ton about her. We got to see the origins of her, which we didn't know. We learned more about her throat surgery that she had on her polyps. We learned about her enjoying a baseball team called the Tigers. She loves trains, shoes. It just seeing the evolution of her from that shy and timid, beginning singer to the powerhouse that she is now was so cool. I absolutely loved it. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, go check it out. The official link for each of these will be in the description box below. So make sure you click on that link. Show them as much love as possible for the work they put into them, because these are great. So, today, like I said, we have Kanami on deck. I'm excited to learn how this guitar monster came to be. So, without further ado, let's go check it out.
Welcome to Kanagawa Prefecture in the Tokyo area, a mixture of heavily urbanized areas, farmlands, and mountains, punctuated by the tourist destinations of Kamakura, Enoshima, and Hakone. Its capital, Yokohama, is the second biggest city in Japan and a port city, well known all over the world. Kanami was born in this prefecture near Yokohama on September 28th. Being the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister. As both of her siblings were already learning piano, Kanami's mother asked her to learn piano as well, but she also liked to borrow and play with her brother's airsoft gun. Her parents wanted Kanami to try various activities like ballet, calligraphy, and English, to name a few. Over the years, Kanami continued to learn piano as she has a natural talent for it and really loves playing. A passion that she shared multiple times on social media.
I didn't realize that.
Kanami confessed that from her childhood to her junior high school years, she only listened to classical music and was very influenced by Chopin. Kanami plays piano for the introduction of the song Start Over. She also performed the introduction of Daydreaming on piano live multiple times. In her interviews, Kanami describes herself as tenin in Japanese, which is translated as natural funny man. Tenin literally means nature or natural. The word has been shortened from tenin bokeh. In Japan, there is a traditional comedy act known as manzai, where the humor comes from the interaction between a straight man and a funny man, not unlike the double act comedy in the West with Laurel and Hardy, for example, or Abbott and Costello. The funny man being the comic character as opposed to the straight man in this comedy duo.
メンバークイズ出題してくれるのは誰だっぽ？あいよみんちょまたからみどうぞじゃあみんちょクイズ教えてっぽ
はい私の野望についてです。一つがさいちゃんと結婚すること、そしてもう一 でしょうか。
待って、さらっと野望がね、さいちゃんと結婚することってさらっと言ったっぽね。
さて、
さあ、ミンチョのマイブームは何ですかっぽ？
はい、ミンチョのマイブームは、ミサしか見れないインスタのアカウントをやってるんですけど、自分がミサ限定なの。ミサしか見れないからフォロワーもミサしかいない。ミサのアカウントなんで？それでご飯を作ったら、そこに載せて、で偉いって書いたりしたらミサが偉いねってコメント。LINE でやれ。
どうしてインスタに作ったっぽ？
こうやってね、ご飯作ったの並んでいくじゃん。でそれでちゃんと手料理を作るっていうモチベーションを上げるためにやっております。素敵なマイブームだね。ありがとう。
なんでミサ一人なんだっぽ？ミサが先生なの？
ミサはね、偉いねって褒めてくれる。
褒めてくれるからミサを選んだ。なるほどね。絶対ミサちゃんだったらいいねってしてくれるからってこと？はいはい。でそれをさいちゃんには見せないと？
見てくれる？
あ、それはミサだけど。じゃあミサちゃんこれからも頑張ってください。
全員いいねしてるから。
全員いいね。
ありがとう。
In Kanami's case, her funny talk is not deliberate, but natural. It's like that friend you have who is smart, but naturally strange in a funny way, if that makes sense.
ありがとうございました。
面接じゃないんですよ。本当に。
Saiki and Miku talked about Kanami during an episode of the radio show Band-Maid Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん。
はい。
かなみちゃんもねちょっと
なんで
とても不思議な感じなんですよ。なんだろう、小鳩が多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって、
思われ
てるんですけど、かなみちゃんもなかなかだと小鳩は思うぽ。
それは同感です。
ね、同感でしょぽ。
なんかね、かなみちゃんはあれなんだよね。二面性があるっていう
そうだぽね。
言い方していいの？
なんか普段は本当にふわふわしてて、すごくなんだろう、ほんわかしたね、お嬢様みたいな、
お姫様みたい。
あ、そうだっぱね。
おとぎの国のお姫様みたいな。
眠ってそう。
あ、そう、眠り姫っぽい。なんかおしとやかなお姫様って感じなんですけど、
なんか小鳥たちとかと遊んでそうなイメージだ。森の中で。
There was also a moment during the US tour in 2022 where Kanami introduced herself for the second time when the crowd was calling her name.
Oh wow.
In senior high school, Kanami joined a popular music club as a keyboardist, but started to learn guitar a few months later after watching a senior classmate play. Kanami wanted to play guitar to look cool in the eyes of the other girls. And it worked.
ギターを弾いてるかなみ先輩ってかっこいいよねって言ってもらえるようになって、それが気持ちよくてずっとギターを弾いてました。
This is the beginning of Kanami's journey as a guitarist. She started to learn the basics by herself without any knowledge or even a band to practice with. At one point, a third-year senior who taught her guitar asked Kanami to join his band composed of classmates. The members gave Kanami songs to learn from bands like Kiss, Metallica, and Deep Purple. But the first song she had to learn was However by Glay. As she was covering more and more songs from Western hard rock bands, Kanami had so much fun that she decided to create her own one-person band, filling all the roles herself. Kanami was not really into the idea of joining as a band, as it's difficult to find one where all the members have the same level of motivation and the same ambitions. This is why Kanami started to learn programming and write her own songs so she wouldn't have to rely on a band. Kanami wanted to enroll in a university of music, but she finally followed her parents' wishes and went to a regular university, where she studied economics and management to learn how to promote herself as a professional musician. Even though she was still a student, Kanami worked hard to polish her skills and find her way through the music industry. She built a soundproof room and took singing lessons, even though she didn't really like to sing. Kanami also posted a lot of covers on YouTube and Nico Nico, until one day, someone finally contacted her.
She's even already wearing a maid outfit.
Kanami's hard work paid off as she was contacted to join a female rock band.
Mincho を最初に見つけて、ね、で見つけてもらって声かけてもらって、どこで見つけるの？ネットで動画をやっぱ弾いてみたみたいな上げてて、そこからで私がもともとはシンガーソングライターを弾き語りでこう歌いますみたいなやってたんですけど、バンドじゃなくて。
She met with the management who explained the concept and played songs made for the band. For the maid outfits, Kanami had already performed in one during a school culture festival, so it was not a problem for her as she really liked the concept.
She's right at home.
As for the songs, she found that they were cool, so she immediately said yes. Plus, she always wanted to be a lead guitarist and work with a female lead singer without having to sing. From this moment, Kanami was the first member to join Band-Maid. At the beginning, the songs performed by Band-Maid were sent by external songwriters and selected by the members. After listening to the A-side of Band-Maid's first single called Ai to Jonetsu no Matadoru,
it's a really old cover. Holy.
We can imagine that Kanami mentioned her love for Santana, a famous Mexican guitarist, singer, and songwriter.
I can see that.
She found Santana thanks to her father's vinyl collection, as he listened mostly to rock from the 70s and the 80s. Kanami was still a novice in songwriting, but she continued to submit her songs anyway.
Inspiration.
Although it was really hard for her to keep writing all those songs that were never approved. Thankfully, Kanami had the support of Saiki, who encouraged her to continue to write more and more. While performing the songs provided by the songwriters, Kanami kept on learning and improving until her determination was finally rewarded when, 2 years after their formation, the first ever song written and arranged by Band-Maid was released.
real quick, I actually don't think we have that song on the channel yet, so I'll have to add that on there. It's interesting. Like, I know this one's about Kanami, but if you listen to Saiki right there, you can really, really tell a difference in how she sounds. And it's not saying she sounds bad in this song, but like you can definitely tell a difference between then and now, like her growth in her voice and stuff. It's really cool. It's not, like I said, nothing against like that song and how old it is, but it's cool. I like it. And honestly, seeing this side of Kanami is just, simply put, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I didn't know that she played the piano, and that's how she started. It makes sense, given like the dexterity that you would need for both. I am not a piano player. I'm not a guitarist either, but like I can at least watch it and realize you have to have dexterity for that. Realizing that she was the first one into the band is also really cool, considering like if you watch her on stage, just the emotion that she expresses in the songs. Like, it's just seeing that she's a founder of it with Miku. Like, it just it's so cool. I'm really, really enjoying this series. I'm trying not to stop a lot during them because I want to listen, you know. I want to take it all in. I don't want to ruin whatever flow they have going with the documentary. But there's just so much to talk about with it. Realizing that she was already doing stuff in the maid outfit before this was also interesting. Like, it just, she didn't have a problem transitioning over. It was really cool. It was also really smart. Her, like, she didn't get to go to the college that she wanted to, but she still was able to work it into a way to benefit her music aspect. So I thought that was really neat. That was smart. Very smart. You know, she turned it around, and clearly it has benefited her tremendously because she is amazing. And like, she will definitely be a guitar legend for sure. Seeing the influence of Santana, I know of Santana. I don't listen to a lot of him, but I can definitely see like the resemblance, I guess, in how she plays with him. Like, if you watch her on stage, she has the same mannerisms in her body that he does when he plays, because he gets really into his music just like she does. And that's such a huge honor to be compared to him, because he is one of the guitar legends. Like, he is somebody that you always is right there up top. Like, you always think of his name. It's great. It's great. I'm really enjoying this.
Kanami is the kind of person who has to compose all the time. She loves to create new songs and takes requests from the other members when they have an idea. It's even easier for Kanami this way, as she doesn't have to start from scratch. When she does, Kanami uses a riff or a melody, writes around it, and sends each part to each member, starting with Misa. There are not a lot of directions for Misa to follow, except when Kanami wants her to slap or stand out during a specific part of the song. Misa, being a very fast worker, gets her response to Kanami quickly, which means then Kanami can start programming the drums for Akane. At first, Kanami received a lot of feedback from Akane about the drums being impossible, or requiring 5 arms, but with time, she improved her programming and wrote difficult but playable drums with the help of Akane. Let's take Black Hole, for example.
でもあそこは最初もっと難しかったんです。これは無理って言われて、代わりに出してもらった別パターンを採用してます。辛口とか地獄とか名付けられたパターンも送ってもらったんですけど、確か地獄っていうパターンになったんだと思います。
Kanami wanted Black Hole to be the fastest song possible, but also chaotic, which makes it even harder for Akane. With Akane's drums locked in, Kanami can add the guitars and work with Saiki on the lead vocals. The first demo of a song is actually recorded on a piano by Kanami with her voice as the demo for the vocals, so the song might change completely when Saiki's voice is added. A part of this process was featured in the Band-Maid US Tour 2022 documentary, where we can see Kanami presenting her idea for Memorable to Saiki.
La 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 la
For backing vocals, Kanami proposes some of them. Miku and Saiki also propose some others. And finally, their vocal director sometimes gives advice during the recording sessions. The rhythm guitar is something Kanami adds at the end of her writing process. When Miku has to sing, her part is, of course, simplified, but Kanami doesn't think much about this when composing. Talking about Miku, Kanami's way of writing is totally different when she writes a song for Miku, like Sayonakadori. Even though Kanami adopts her writing to Miku's voice, she wants Miku to grow as a singer, so she is always trying to challenge her.
この最後は変えてほしいって小鳩に言われたので、ちょっと成長の意味も込めて変えたら、最初高くて出るかわかんないって言われちゃって、頑張れって。
Okay, before we get into the PRS section, because we know this is going to get spicy. The fact that Kanami is constantly pushing the band to grow and grow and grow is great. Like, her being the backbone for that is really cool to know. Hearing about the deep connection, really, that her and Misa have, it makes so much more sense now with how they act with each other on stage. You know, like when we see them come together and they go back and forth in their duet, it makes those parts mean so much more. It's lovely, I guess is the best way to put it. It's
Kanami has had a lot of different guitars over the years. She has used a Flying V, a Les Paul, and Strat-style guitars. Her first collaboration was with a Dictone, when Kanami was officially endorsed by the brand on May 21st, 2016. Kanami even had her own signature model, the Dictone Modern Series 2.8 Signature, in two colors, red and green. But there is one brand that we are used to seeing Kanami with for a few years now. Paul Reed Smith Guitars, or PRS. At the beginning of 2017, Kanami switched from a Dictone to PRS, which was not leaving her previous endorser in good terms with Band-Maid's management, who was accused of forcing Kanami to switch to PRS guitars. For the release of their first major album called Just Bring It, Band-Maid recorded the music video of Don't You Tell Me, where we can see Kanami playing with a brand new PRS 408 Fire Red Burst, borrowed from a guitarist amongst Band-Maid staff. One thing for sure, Kanami fell in love with PRS guitars.
Huh.
もうファーストタッチで、うわ、弾きやすい、手に吸い付くってなって、で、音的にも特徴的なサウンドじゃないですか。私は特徴が欲しかったんですよね、バンドメイドに。ただ PRS ってしっかり弾かないとちゃんと鳴らないギターなので、今でも結構苦戦してるところがあるんですけど、でもこの PRS を使いこなせるようになったら、きっとどのギターでも使いこなせると思ったので、PRS にしました。これだとなりました。直感だったと思います。音も弾き心地もこれがいい。でもしっかり弾かないと音が鳴らないみたいな。難しいけど、でもこれっていう感じでした。
Mincho comes from her username from the time she posted videos online, which was Kanamincho. Incho is a suffix to give a cute feel to a name that usually ended with a vowel I. This is how Kanami chose the nickname Kanamincho, then shortened into Mincho. It has been mentioned multiple times by the members that Kanami has a switch when she is playing guitar.
ライブお給仕の時に、ギターを持ってこうお給仕に臨むと、なんだかこう人格が変わるというか、少しオラオラ系になるみたいで、
急に変わって、すごいこうやってきました。
マジで？
この金見がギター持ってこうやってやってきますから。
急に小鳩のマイク奪ってちょっと話したりとかする時とかもあって。小鳩メンバーたちもすごいびっくりしちゃうみたいな時があります。
そんな身内もびっくりするぐらいなんだ。
でも打ち合わせとか全くなしで、い
つ出てくるかもわからない。その時はなんかトランス状態みたいな感じっぽくて、私何やってたっていうのがあって、今日はねシンバルをかかと落とししてたみたいな。
This moment can be seen when the camera is on Kanami right after a short pose. Kanami enters in Mincho mode to focus on her music. Sometimes, Mincho becomes out of control, and it looks like this.
She turns into a monster. She kicked us. Oh wow.
ミンチョはじゃあ最初にサイちゃんに会った時の印象、ミンチョは
記憶あるとこからでいいよ。
記憶あるところから
いや記憶ないかもしれないからと
記憶があるところだとぶっちゃけるとあーちゃんが最初にサイちゃんサイちゃんのことを先にあーちゃんが会ってたから多分かなみは嫌いなタイプの人だと思うって言われてた。
あったね。
結構それ言ってたのね最初。
そうだからすごいビクビクしながら会ってあこの人かみたいな。でも話したらあれ普通に話せるってなってどっちだってなって。
Since Kanami met with Saiki, she can't stop showing how much she loves and admires her. It started with the first music video of Don't You Tell Me, where the personality of each member is highlighted for the first time. Since then, she's always showing her support to Saiki during live performances.
私はすごくボーカルの最近のことが大好きなので、はい、一緒にアコースティックでこうできて。いいんだよそんなこと言わなくて。
It's so cute.
Oh.
素敵でしょ。素敵。はい。素敵です。素敵です。はいちゃんとっても素敵です。ありがとう。
It's been something used by the members for years during MCs. Sometimes, those moments are very sweet. And sometimes, it gives us a memorable moment.
Kanami is Japanese hentai.
Saiki also likes to play this card with Kanami during songs for some funny stage interactions. One thing for sure, with these two on stage, you can expect a lot of emotions coming through their performance as they adore those special moments with just the two of them.
Check me out as I do. I hope in you. 月影に隠れた手の夕日を見た明けない夜なんてあげあくりありえないことと分かってても浮かぶ痛み守ったどんなに埋めようとしても脱ぎは No one 見えないずっとそばにいるから曖昧な僕たちはきっと形にとらわれてばかりで言葉を探し迷うよりも今はただ抱きしめてもう一度だけ願うほどなんて
Real quick. If y'all know what song that is that she's singing, where it's just those two and the acoustic guitar, please let me know, because that was beautiful. Like, in all honesty, my eyes have been watering for like the last 3 or 4 minutes because of just how much emotion and joy seeing the connection between Kanami and Saiki comes through. Like, we knew that they were goofy together, but we miss a lot by just seeing the songs, and we don't get to see the in-between and just the random acts of, well, love and craziness that they do, and it's amazing. I love seeing that aspect of them. It's very heartwarming.
Music has been a part of Kanami's life since her childhood, and even if her passion for the guitar started late, Kanami worked hard to master the instrument, songwriting, and song production. Since that moment, every decision she made helped shape the passionate guitarist that we know today. Always impressive when she's on stage with her ability to convey emotions through her guitar, Kanami has moved a lot of fans over the years. From a try-it-all to a do-it-all, Kanami always had the ambitions to break through the music industry. And by joining Band-Maid, she was able to improve her play, learn from professional songwriters, and pursue her dream. Thanks to her Band-Maid support, Kanami continued to write song after song until they were approved by the management. And since 2016, she is the genius who writes Band-Maid's music. Improving and evolving song after song, exploring new territories, challenging her bandmates and herself by making songs that sound good instead of being just easy to play.
She was in the zone.
でもとにかく音楽には一生関わっていたいなっていうメンバーたちなんですよ、一人一人が。だからそれこそこれから10年後にどうなっているかは正直わからないし、5年後だって見当もつかないんですけど、音楽では絶対つながっていたいって思うメンバーたちですね。もうこのバンド、このメンバーが大好きすぎて、このメンバーと離れるのが絶対嫌だって思うんです。この先も少し立ち止まるような時が来るかもしれないですけど、このメンバーたちに囲まれているからこそ自分は続けられているというか、続けることを目的に続けてきたわけじゃなくて、本当に気づいたら続けられていたっていう感じで入れているのは今のメンバーだからなんだなって思います。
Kanami's path has never been an easy one, but she managed to keep moving forward, destroying every obstacle in her way. Even when she is tired to the point of where she can't barely stand, Kanami will always give everything on stage with the biggest smile. She is a mixture of passion, energy, and joy, who is and always will be full of surprises. Kanami, the genius composer.
Even genius is an understatement for her. Man, I've recorded this one right behind doing the one for Saiki, and I think recording them back to back is a mistake because the connection that we have with Band-Maid, it's so emotional, you know, and having those back to back and learning all of this that we are about them and seeing just the other side of them and learning what they've gone through. Like it just, all of that back to back like that it's a lot. And these ladies, they have my utmost respect because of everything they've gone through, all the hardships, and still delivering on the masterclass level. Like they are superb in every way. It just, seeing the energy that Kanami has, like we've seen it in the music, but the in-between is what we've missed. And her fondness of Saiki, her love for her, the connection between her and Misa, it's just, and then, I mean, you throw Miku into the mix as well, and it takes your heart and it just keeps it in the palm of its hand. I love these ladies so much. All five of them. They're amazing. So, The next one on deck is Akane. We are going to do Akane next, and then Misa, and then the founder, Miku. Miku's is going to be a special one. So, for those that have already seen these, you know it's broken up into like 3 parts. So that episode is going to be pretty long. And that one's going to be Friday's episode. So, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this week, honestly. I'm thoroughly enjoying these videos. And just, learning what we're learning. Understanding this band on such a deeper level for how much of an impact they have on us. It's simply put, it's heartwarming. I've said that already once in this video, but it's the truth. So I'm going to stop rambling because I will be here for like 2 more hours continuing to talk about how much I love these ladies. But like I said, next episode is Akane. So make sure you tune in for it. I'm going to take a break in between these. Kind of like an emotional wind down because, my goodness, between the 2 of these, it was very hard to keep my eyes dry during this. So, thank you all so much for all the support you continue to give the channel and the support you continue to give to these ladies because they deserve every single moment of it. You all are amazing. I will catch you all with the next episode.